The non-action is the confirmation, which leaves Iran exactly where it always was to begin with, where it's always aimed to be, unbroken, uncollapsed, unbowed, and critically undeniable. The state that cannot be removed becomes the state that must be negotiated with, not because anyone wants to, but because there is no longer an alternative to that. Iran didn't move, and that's the point. It didn't scramble. It didn't answer the story with another story. It stayed where it was. It let the US and Israel get hamstrung by their own fibs, essentially. A state that stands when it was supposed to buckle tells you everything you need to know about who has the leverage here and who doesn't. The region clocked that without anyone having to say it. After Mexico shut the door on this nonsense, the language about Iran changed. Not openly, you could just hear more hesitation, less confidence. The kind of tone officials use when they know the old line won't land clean anymore. They didn't call the accusation false, they just didn't defend Iran. They just stopped talking like the accusation was automatic. Power doesn't announce when it slips, it shows up in what doesn't happen. No pushback on Mexico, no diplomatic squeeze, no attempt to salvage this story in any way, shape or form. If they could have enforced a narrative, we all know they would have done that. But they didn't. And that's the admission, that's the confession. Nobody won anything here. Iran didn't outmaneuver anybody, Mexico didn't challenge a superpower, the machinery just failed to get off the ground. This excuse went nowhere. Trump and Netanyahu behind the wheel of a truck that they've managed to bog in the mud. They tried to run the usual accusation script, and it didn't take this time. No traction, no uptake. Everyone saw the engine stall, and the pair of them end up to their necks in something brown and squishy. Iran is no longer seen as this destabilizing rogue state in the Middle East. Israel is. And that's how states read the room, not through speeches, through pauses, through delays, through who stops talking and when. Since then, there's been less appetite for escalation, not peace, just calculation.